So hi there, um, I'm back doing another video, and it's been quite a while since I made one. It's actually been many months, and I wasn't sure if I would go back to making videos, but here I am, somebody that I respect within this field. Thought it was a good idea, and then I was thinking about it, and somebody left me two questions to my previous videos, and I was very happy about them. I have not invited anyone who is watching this to ask questions, but you are very welcome to. And my apologies that I have not responded to the two questions. One was, how are you doing today? And the other one was, is there a purpose for this journey? And I really want to answer that the best way I know how to. And then the questions, they were removed, and that is probably because I haven't responded. Now there's a very simple explanation for that, because I haven't seen it. I haven't seen them. And that's because I do not go back and check my videos. And it's just every now and then. And there is, on the top right corner of your YouTube channel, there's this little bell which announces new videos, and also these comments. That's where you can see them. So you're welcome to ask me any questions that you like, if it's bullshit, I'll just leave it there and wonder what was that all about. But if it's a genuine question, I'll do my best to answer them. And these two questions, I felt that they came from a genuine interest in knowing. So the first one was, how are you doing today? How am I doing today? Wow, that's a good question. So, okay, 5.5 years now into this journey, since I met the person who was the catalyst for this connection. And of course we call them twin flames, because it's that person who ignites the flame within you, so to speak. And as I have been speaking about in my previous videos, this has been associated with a lot of pain on my behalf, and the same is true for so many of us who's on this journey. So if I am to answer, how am I doing today? Well, it's like a constant rebirth and death process, as it's a continuous journey that I continue to purge things. So one day there might be something going on, and I can feel really bad, I can feel really sad and really bad, and then it's a constant awareness of your own vibration. How do you feel within? It's a constant journey back to how you feel within. And then this, whatever it is that you're working through. And this is not necessarily things only private to you, something which is happening in my life. It can be something going on out there in our societies, because there is so much horrible things which is happening on this planet now, and it's unbearable, some of it. But usually the release comes quite quickly, and it's also, it's a journey where I refocus. I become aware of how important that focus is, because in these processes it feels as if it's stagnation. You go nowhere, but that is not the way forward. To go nowhere, that will continue. Means that you will continue to be in a loop of not moving forward. And I worked during this summer with two really good friends, and I had to quit. I had to quit due to stress. And as so many other times on this journey, it's felt like, okay, I'm on open sea again. And, this hope and wish for a steady income. And, I had to let it go. I had to let it go because my health I felt my health was at stake. And obviously also knowing that this was a really, really good experience, because it makes me refocus again. It makes me focus once I'm distracted, and then I focus again. So every distraction is a gift in that way. And I've been working on my writing again. Not that I have written, but I have been working on publishing my last book. And something good is actually happening now, and that is that there's interest in the audiobooks that I'm making. And it's funny, this journey, because I always I always felt that the sound of my twin flame's voice, and I know I'm not the only one who feels that way, but the sound of his voice, is like the sound of heavenly angels. It's so soothing and so relaxing and so beautiful. And I've told him, obviously I've told him, and he's laughed about that. But now actually I do get some of those comments back from some of the people that hear the audiobooks, because and now my voice goes like this, and they enjoy listening to them. So it's a strange thing, really, what is happening, that something that you're really capable of sensing with another person, that is a gift that is given to you somehow. At least those have been my thoughts. So anyway, back to this question, that how are you doing today? I'm just also going to say, this is not an easy path. This is not an easy journey. It's no, I wouldn't say so. Um, and I sometimes wish it was not my journey. Um, but it is. And I guess this goes for me, and it goes for anyone else out there, that we cannot escape the journey because we try and escape it again and again and again, but that is only going to lead to more misery. So to go with the journey is, that's the best thing probably we can do. And I can sign that whatever brings you joy in life, continue as much as possible to work on that. For me, it is writing, and also part of what I'm doing is I am publishing my stories myself. So there's quite a lot of work involved in that, but that is, to me, easy work. It's not work that stresses me out. Yeah. um, I hope that covered. Um, I hope that covered um, some of how I'm doing today. It's a constantly changing experience, really. Um, and the next question was, is there a purpose for this journey? And well, I don't know what to say. I will say that the purpose is that you're becoming very much aware of how you're doing within. And how I'm doing within. It's an awareness of my own vibration, is a word which is much used. And being on this journey, it's also part of becoming much sharper of what is serving your own vibration, and the importance of seeking those environments and those people that are on the same wavelength, understanding the frequency of that. Also, since we are here to serve and to purge, I also believe that the purpose is to purge, actually, to cleanse, to understand that this is part of the whole thing. And sometimes there's a question, it pops up, I wonder what it's like to be that person. I wonder what it's like to be so-called normal. Anyway, also the purpose is more and more insight, more wisdom coming through. But also, it's really also the understanding that something you think was, oh yeah, that must be the answer one day, and then the next day, I sort of, I might be contradicting myself. I think really this, I came to this conclusion, and it was part of why I felt that, okay, stop doing these videos. One thing you think is correct one day, and then the next day you sort of come to another conclusion. But I do also think it's another layer, another insight, another message, so to speak, comes through. And also, I have to say that with my writing, and this is my dream, it's what I want to do. I'm not offering counseling. I might do that at some point, because I'd really love to meet like-hearted people, like-minded people, and to people that are going through the same. I just want to hug somebody in that mutual understanding of this journey. But for me, my writing, and now that it seems that it is actually going somewhere, that, if I can, when I push through and people open their eyes to that and start writing it, reading it, that would be, yes, that day I could say that was my purpose. That is part of my purpose, and I am just so eager to write my next novel. The first chapter is finished, and I just need to be in my own space to do it. That is a conclusion. I need quite a few hours each day to do it, and it seems now that I might actually go to India, and hopefully the atmosphere there, wherever I go, if I go, it's not completely, it's not settled yet, but that I will go a couple of months and just write, and it will be about this journey. It will be about this journey. And I won't recommend anyone to read it. I won't, but I'm going to write it for my own sake. I'm going to write this story for my own sake and for my own heart. And if anyone wants to read it, then good luck. Good luck. I'm going to write it as it was, as it has been. I'm going to write the truth about it, but in the shape of a novel, so that I can, you have opportunities when you write it in a novel, like I did with Olava, my first novel. Yeah, so I want to continue making some videos, because there are things that I do want to share out there, and it's basically, I want to share my own experiences on this journey. I've met up with this man who ignited the flame, and the flame was there to just burn out so much, and it still does. So I think that the word actually twin flame is keeping so many of us from moving forward. So we probably need to move on, or become aware that that's just a word for the person who ignited the flame within you, the connection who ignited that journey. But anyway, we have met up 3 times during 2018, and it's been really lovely. It's been a bit too lovely to be together, just goofing around and laughing and having fun, and we have done this long distance, and and still are, actually. And I just want to share some of my experience from doing that, but I will do that in another video, because otherwise I think it will be too long, this one. I also want to talk about what it's like to be in a connection like this, and communicate via email, what that's like, and what it's been like. And yeah, you know, I'm just a person among many who really I just want to see the world a better place for people. I'm just one person among many, and I happened to me, and I've gone through stages of awakening, and the awakening of the heart. And I believe that I've had so much resistance to this, and this is why it's been so painful. It was absolutely unthinkable for me to go on YouTube and make videos, but it comes with the igniting of the flame. And a couple of days ago, I was absolutely in tears about the sex industry, where very young girls and boys are involved. And I do not talk much about my twin flame, but he has actually put something is beeping, so I should not say this. Thank you. And it's in connection with the Nobel Peace Prize to Dr. Mukwege in Congo. I watched the documentary, and also there was this video on Facebook, a British journalist who interviewed a young man who's done some really, really horrible things to, in this industry, and it's heartbreaking, and it's heartbreaking to so many of us, and it has got to stop. It has got to stop for the sake of all of us, for the sake of the human race. And I am not fully aware of the purging and the cleansing process, but I know that my heart cannot. It's almost as if my heart cannot, bear to think about young girls at the age of maybe 10 or 11 or 12, and young boys are being exposed to this, and there is no forgiveness. I don't see how a person who is capable of committing such crimes can ever forgive themselves. And this might be also why some of them continue to do what they're doing. This is poison. This is really heavy, heavy, heavy poison in our society. I am so lucky, grateful that I live in a society where people are held responsible for crimes like that. But there are other places on this planet where they are not, and they continue doing what they do. And I cannot see how it can be forgiven to commit such crimes towards our children. I can't. And I believe that is why they continue to do why they are capable of continuing to do what they're doing. And the awakened heart, is the awakened heart neutral? And or is the awakened heart crying? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's why the awakening of the heart is so scary, I think, to many of us. And to me. Oh, well, anyway, those were the words. As I said, it's a continuous rebirth and death. So the sadness dies and it's turned to joy. And I do have a lot of joy in my life as well. And insights. There's another theme I want to talk about, and it's how loyalty, sympathy, empathy sometimes keeps us from moving forward. And this has been the case for me. But I will leave it here. And you're welcome to leave a comment or a question. I will also link to my homepage where I do write about a little bit about my books. And I just wish you all a blessed day, and see you soon. Oh, how do I stop this? Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. There we go.